I love it. Yo, what's up, everybody? Good morning. It is Friday, November 29th. It's currently 10:10 in the a.m. Aiden and I have our Christmas hats on. We're feeling the holiday cheers. We're feeling good. Aiden, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing pretty good. I mean, it's been busy.
Yeah.
It's that semester. I mean, I feel like I say that at the beginning of every episode, that it's getting busy, but it really is.
Yeah. It's kind of like we've said this before, but I feel like this year's the only year where I have like a bunch of stuff due before and after the reading weeks, but this time too, like last year there was always that kind of blank space in between exams and like your final summatives or final projects or whatever. But now I feel like there's absolutely no time and space in between. It's been nonstop for me at least. Yeah.
Like after this, I'm helping my friend shoot something, and then I've got a presentation later today, and then I'm going back to help her shoot more stuff. Like
Jeez.
Final
final production for like a class?
Yeah, well, that's what my presentation is. But her thing, I'm just paying it forward,
Nice. I like there is a lot of that in our programs, paying it forward. Like no one, like the saying, it's all about who you know. I would say like is true to some major effect in our program. Like it is a lot about like the connections that you make in sport media, new media and media production are relationships that you'll rely on for the rest of your time in this career if you choose to stay in it.
Exactly. It's all networking, like these are all people that you're going to be in the industry with. So it's good for people to have good memories of you, I guess.
Something that's kind of given me a little bit of motivation, and you might find this funny because like we both know these people and you know them, I think, much better than me. They're the eyes there. I'm getting a lot of motivation from people because you and I, for those of you that don't know, Aiden did a year in a separate RTA program at Ryerson, and I did a year at Carleton before I transitioned here. So we're born 98, but we're technically, I'd say, a year behind in terms of graduation. When you say it like that, it sounds bad, but we just wanted to switch what we were doing, and all for the better. But I'm getting a lot of motivation from people that I'm seeing posting graduation notes on Facebook and things like that from this year when they're graduating, and they're getting internships at Google and Yahoo and PayPal and all this really cool stuff. And it's given me kind of a little bit of a boost, And I feel like you and I are going to have a little bit of extra time, a little bit more of like kind of downtime in the extra semester, extra year that we're doing, I'd say, just because we kind of have that extra year of experience, We'll be able to take it on a little better. And in the last year, I'm hoping to utilize it not just for doing well in school, but to really just kind of expand outwards into my career.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I'm seeing all sorts of stuff from people I went to high school with, and they're working at like Google, and they're all in LA, and they're working at, I don't know, Fitbit and stuff like that. Like,
we went to an IB school, everybody, so it's pretty
wild.
Yeah.
So this is our last episode of 2019. Unfortunately, the semester ends next week, so we can't do any more, but we will be back in the new year. I'm not sure what time, because our time is likely to change. Yeah. But I think we should do a little update video sometime over the break.
Yeah,
we'll get together and we'll say
too.
what time we're coming back and what we've been up to.
And if anything, we could do a little pre-recorded segment, just like Christmas themed, in the holidays from Ottawa. And then, throw it up there on the channel, give people a little taste over the holidays, get their fix.
This is why we've got our goofy Christmas hats on.
Yeah.
Mine's a Moosehead Logger hat. Yours is Frosty the Snowman.
By the way, can you hear the bells? Are they messing around a little bit?
I don't know if I can hear them in the room or in the...
If you think they start hindering the listener's experience, then
I think if anything, it's adding, so don't worry.
Okay, perfect. Nice. I am like... When we first went to Era, I'm saying like I feel good, and I am feeling good. I'm feeling like mentally all right, but physically I do feel pretty drained, and I think I might be coming down with something. I'm not sure. I just haven't been sleeping the absolute best, but waking up every morning trying to make the best of every day. But still, honestly, like physically, the gut's not feeling the best. I don't know if that's food or diet, but
well, leading to food and diet, something I wanted to touch on was the poopy guy. So I don't know if everybody's heard about this yet, but there was a guy going around to universities in Toronto with a bucket of poop, and he was dumping the bucket of poop on like students in the library. And he did it, I think, twice at York and once at U of T. Is that right?
I know that I heard twice. I heard that his like main focus was U of T, but that could be true. I didn't read too
I know
much
he
into
definitely
that.
did York because Matt Straselli like messaged me. That's how I found out about him initially.
I have friends at York that got calls from their parents being like, "Did you get crap thrown on you today?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just like my question is like, why?
Yeah.
You know, like when it's, you know, like what's the motivation? Like what's the reason for it? Like was it supposed to be
Okay.
some sort of political statement?
Yeah.
You know, like what do you like? And also, like you have to like plan that out. You have to be, you know, pooping
It's
in a bucket
premeditative.
for a long time to get a full bucket of poop. You know,
I think this is a detail that I like didn't really want to ask, but I'm comfortable asking you because it's, you know,
Yeah.
we're bros. Friggin', excuse me. Was it was the bucket filled up like a bucket of crap, or was it like bucket with crap in it that was tossed, or was it like a bucket of crap?
I think it was mostly like liquid. Like I saw a video of
Oh my
the
gosh.
aftermath. So it was a guy standing in the library at like the scene of the crime, like 5 minutes after it happened, type of
Yeah.
thing. And it looked like someone had spilt coffee everywhere, which is a little bit gross. Or definitely our viewership numbers are plunging right now.
Yeah. Well, nowadays they may be increasing. You never know, man.
But I don't like. I heard that he was wearing a construction hat, so people think that he got it from a porta potty or something.
Yeah, and I read that he would always bring the exact same home hardware bucket. Not the exact same, but he would be getting the buckets that he would use them for, like at home hardware.
Yeah.
Because it'd have the logo on it, but he'd every single time would leave the bucket there. And to answer your question, I do want to touch on this because I'm going to take a stab at why I think, or what his motivation was. I think when you look at a standard African American population within Toronto, and you look at some of the like project areas in which a lot of young people don't have the means or ability to attend post-secondary and achieve post-secondary education, it does not create hostility, but there is a barrier there. And I think that a lot of times, not just African Americans, but a lot of people in general that can't attend post-secondary do and lash out to what they view post-secondary as the big man in a way.
Yeah.
And I think that if you look at like, he was a construction worker, and you look at that level of blue collar work and the white collar associated education that comes with attending a school like UFT, I think that there might be some friction there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I think that might have been an intent for him and a reasoning as to why he did it.
Oh, just throwing, you know, feces at
Yeah,
who he sees as like the man. And
because I don't know if it happened enough that we can say he targeted students, but I think all of his victims were students, young students. Yeah. So I know that's a pretty bold statement, but I just think that there is a correlation and possibility there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I want to get on to some more cheerful
Yes.
things.
Yes. It's Christmas.
It's Christmas, so instead of show and tell, Everest and I decided we would do a gift exchange.
Yeah.
But we weren't allowed to buy stuff for it, or we could, but it had to be like materials. We had to like make each other a present.
Mm-hmm. With a cheap budget.
Do you want to play some music?
Yes, I do.
Some
I
Christmas
do.
music?
Yes, I do. I would love to. Okay. So I would honestly love it if, because here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that your present is going to be like fantabulous. You know what I mean? I think you got a lot of elements to yours. I think I got some good elements to mine, but
Okay.
what I'm trying to do is see who should go first. Should we do same time?
No, we got to do it at different times.
Okay.
Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I'll go first. Okay.
Does that mean I give you my present first, or you
I'll
give
give
me?
you your
Okay,
present
okay,
first? Okay.
Sounds good.
All right.
I'm very excited.
So all right, I don't even know how to bring this up, but I made you a Canadian,
Oh,
a Canadian,
no.
a Canadian. Now that I look at it, it's
Wait.
kind of more American looking, honestly. It's supposed to be a Canadian cowboy.
Hold it a little bit lower. What is a
It's
cowboy?
supposed to be a Canadian cowboy.
What's in
that's
his mouth?
Celebrating the means of Christmas. So
What is that thing?
there's a few elements. I wanted to be able to make you something that looked funny, but that had some
Okay.
utility to it, that
Yeah.
you could use. So I kind of cut some slits in here, and I gave you a duck. And we do a podcast or live show, so you can talk through it, and it sounds very horrible.
Hand it to me. I want to try wearing it.
But there's also, I just want to bring it through. There's a couple little details that I think
those
you'd
like
love.
pasties,
Yeah,
man.
and
That
there's
is- oh
there's
my
some
god.
there's some detail that I think we can discuss after the show, but it's
Okay.
translucent.
Okay. Are those French fries?
Yeah. And there's McDonald's
fries.
French fries. You kind of gotta like push the cardboard through into it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
push your mouth there, and then you just blow hard into it. It's really, really terrible sounding.
Is it like Daffy Duck?
No. Like it doesn't. It really is awful.
Oh man, I love it.
Lift it up a little bit. Look at the bottom fry and the bottom Hershey Kiss. If you notice, there's there's a.
Man, that was lovely.
I love it. I love it. Oh yeah. So Merry Christmas, dude.
Buddy.
Yeah.
This is going on my wall.
I hope so. That's what I was hoping. I was like, even though if it's terrible, I hope it can make it.
I'm gonna have to
somewhere.
carry this around all day.
I have a nice little plastic bag for you.
Okay.
All right. Should
All
we?
right.
Yeah.
Are you ready for yours?
Yeah.
Okay. So this gift bag was very kindly. The people I work with at Spirit Live, they gave me a mug. So this gift bag's from that
Dude,
mug. I'm not
that's sick.
re-gifting their gift.
That's
this
a
is your
beautiful
original
gift bag.
Thanks, Anna.
Oh, I love the staples in it too. Okay. Let's see.
All right.
Just fragile, handled with care.
Yes.
Okay. Mac and cheese, hard mac and cheese. Oh, jeez.
I really hope it survived the trip.
Oh my god, ew, is this... Is this the top of a house wait. Is this super glue mac and cheese? How is this supposed to be a car?
Yeah.
It's a yellow car. It's a mac
It's
and
a
cheese.
yellow punch buggy.
Oh my god, man. I love it. I actually love it. I'm surprised you didn't use epoxy, honestly.
Yeah, two-part box.
Yeah.
That's like my calling card.
I'm putting this right on my PS4. I actually love it.
That's gonna
dude.
ruin your PS4, man.
Yeah, it's honestly gonna melt and
Yeah.
friggin', and I love it. I love it, dude. But we can clean this up after. We'll tidy up after.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thanks, buddy. Merry Christmas, dude.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I love it. Sweet. There's I could make like 2 boxes of mac and cheese.
I had so
with
much
this, I
left
think.
over. I wasted like a whole box of mac
Yeah?
and cheese. You
Oh.
know, well, because like it ended up getting like hot glue in it. Like my plan was to eat it after.
Right.
But
Yeah, that's kind of honestly with the Hershey Kisses that are on yours. That was kind of my plan, but I got a lot of glue on the Hershey
Oh.
Kisses.
did you use hot glue?
No, I
No?
used just the simple like Dollarama,
Hey, it's Adam Peddle.
Dollarama kind of glue, you know.
Yeah.
It actually looks like a punch buggy too. I was like, this could be 2 things: a roof to a house or a car. And then I saw the wheels, and I was like, oh. And then you said punch buggy.
Yeah.
I love it.
I hope
man.
that punch was on camera, man. I switched to the wide
Oh,
angle.
dude,
but-
I hope so, because that was a solid punch.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna go for a Christmas hug. No, we can't.
Literally the opposite.
All right, stay on the mic, Ev. Jeez.
Do you want to get on to our next segment?
Yeah, do you think we're ready?
I think so.
I think so too.
So this next segment, the idea is if you don't know Bob and Doug McKenzie, they're a comedy duo, but they have a really famous song where it's the Canadian 12 Days of Christmas. So it goes like, we can't play it because it's YouTube and we'll
Yeah.
get audio flags, but on the 1st day of Christmas,
My true love gave to me
beer.
na 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 na. On the 2nd day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. I don't know the actual 2nd day of Christmas in that song. I can't remember, but I do love the song, and this
And
is
a
another
beer.
reason probably why I'm gonna lose this game.
Yeah.
Because I also don't have a very good memory short term.
But we're doing this kind of like a drinking game. So the idea is that it's improvised. And we, do the 12 Days of Christmas, and we come up with things on the fly, but we have to remember them each time. And every time we screw up, we apply one of these Life brand waxes to our arms. And at the end of the song, we'll both have wax all over our arms, and the other one's going to come and rip it off.
Is there a certain amount of strips in there?
There's 20
Oh
wax
my, that's
strips.
way more. I thought they were coming
This
in
is
like
this
packs
is
of
just
6.
what they sold, man. Like this was like $6
That's so
or
much.
something.
Okay.
So
So
I
are
don't
we
think
gonna-
I don't think we need heat for this.
Okay.
So
Are we gonna do a limit of like 3 strikes and you're out type of thing?
no,
1
No.
and done till
you just keep going till the end of the song.
till the end of this. Till the end of the 2-minute and 13-second song. What if we can't though? What if I just can't? What if we can't?
I guess you're gonna have a lot of wax.
Yeah,
You're
I know.
Pretty hairless.
Damn. Okay. Legs, arms. Where are we going?
I'm
Chest.
going arms. We could do chest, I guess. I mean,
Okay.
I'm not really down to take off my jeans here.
Yeah. I just want to note because this is I don't know why 2019 has just had a lot of like wax in its I don't know in its year for me, but I'm in a fantasy league for hockey and I'm dead last. It's my first time ever playing fantasy hockey, and the punishment for the loser out of the group of 10 guys is to get a Brazilian wax. So I think this will be a good segue for me and a good transition into the
You'll be like
crap
learning
experience.
how it works, you know?
Yeah, I'm really not excited for it at all. All right. Let's give it a go.
All right,
Let's
so
do it.
I'm gonna give you some wax strips here.
Okay, yeah. Let's go. I love it how like with these little gifts, the desk is turned into like a little
Yeah.
little ornament stand. I love I love it.
I guess I could have put like a string on that one. You could have hung it on your Christmas tree.
Oh yeah, it could have been a cool little ornament, eh?
Dang, didn't think of that. It's made out of what's that cereal?
The cereal?
Corn Pops.
Corn Pops.
That's the box I used.
Oh, nice.
All
Mine's
right.
Rice Krispies.
Oh,
Not
nice.
as like fun,
Yeah.
but still a
Rice
decent.
Krispies are like an everyday cereal. You know, Corn
Yeah.
Pops are like a once in a while.
Well, I
cereal.
find Rice Krispies too. Like I'm a guilty guy for this, but putting sugar on the Rice Krispies, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a
good.
classic that just kind of calls to you in the night over like Corn Pops and Lucky Charms and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm nervous as heck. I don't even know what to do with myself. All right. Should we begin? I have the tunage
Yeah.
ready to go. Yeah. Okay.
I guess I know how the song goes, but I'm worried that I'm gonna be like, what happens? You
But
know?
are we doing the actual lyrics to the song? We're doing random ones, right?
Yeah, but my point is, it's
Yeah.
like 5 da da da. Like,
Oh yeah, like the
you know?
tone. Yeah.
like I feel like I'm gonna screw that up. But
Let's.
you know what? That's part of the
yeah,
fun is
yeah.
screwing up.
Let's.
So
Okay. Ready?
ready.
All right.
Wait. Who starts?
You do.
I do.
You do. Jesus is gonna be so
Can we
hard.
start
man.
over?
Yeah. For sure.
I dropped the
Okay.
wax strip. That's okay.
That's all right. Okay. Do we have our wax strips handy?
Yeah.
All right. Like Cowboys of the Wild Wild Wax.
Yeah. I'm gonna switch between these two cameras so we can see each other.
Jesus, man.
I fucked up again. Oh, jeez. I swore. Okay, start over. All right.
Okay.
Last time, I promise.
It's all right. It's all right. Oh, frig. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
All right. Booming.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a Fortnite skin.
On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a disc drive and a Fortnite skin.
Nice. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 3 electric brushes, a
Disc
the
drive,
disc drive and a Fortnite skin.
That's one of for fifth day of Christmas. My true love gave to me lucky rubber ducky and a Fortnite skin and a freaking hard drive. Damn, man, this is so bad.
I already got
Sixth day of Christmas. My true love gave to me
6-pack of beer, a hard drive, and a Fortnite skin.
God, we're so bad.
Oh no.
Okay, hold on. On the partridge and a pear tree.
No, you can't do that.
On the 8th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a Fortnite skin, a disc drive, a 6-pack of beer, and a...
All right, let's try this again, man. Let's try
Frig,
this
man,
again.
this is really tough.
This is really tough. It's too fast.
It's hard to remember because you have to like think about everything going down, and then when you get to the last thing that you're
Yeah.
supposed to think about at the end, you have to revert back.
Well, I can't like think of things on the spot like that.
I know.
You know?
Okay. 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 Should we add an element of ability, like saying typing, or does that not make sense?
What do you mean by typing?
We'll just like trying to type it out one hand, quick things, just to remember what elements we choose, so we can get through some of the song.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think so. That's kind of cheating. We have 2 options, I think, in this situation.
Okay.
We could A, keep going with this and put wax on our arms continuously, or we play a game where we each try to tell each other one-punch jokes, and whoever laughs has to put one on.
I'm kind of afraid of what I'm gonna say, and also
Yeah.
you're gonna say it for 1-punch jokes on the air. So
that's a good point.
let's. Let's keep going with this.
Okay.
We'll try again.
From the top?
Yeah, but you start this time.
Okay. Let's go. I'm sorry, I thought I was gonna let it go. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a punch buggy. And a punch buggy, that's it for the first day.
On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me lots of macaroni and a punch buggy.
On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a hard drive, lots of macaroni, and a punch buggy in a pear tree.
On the fifth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me Heineken, a
Hard
drive, a lots of macaroni, and a punch buggy. I forgot one there?
No, I think you did.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know. On the fifth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a bottle cap, Heineken, lots of macaroni, and a punch buggy in a pear tree.
That's like 5 things.
No, but I was on 5, I'm pretty sure, no?
Oh, okay, maybe I was on 4.
I think you were on 4, I'm on 5. I was on
Okay.
5, you're on 6.
On the 6th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me bad levels in audio, a microwave,
Hard drive, I
a
think.
hard drive, lots of macaroni, and a punch buggy, and I forgot one there.
That's a strip, I think. Yeah.
Man,
Okay,
this is
let me. On the 7th day of Christmas, on the 6th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a oh Jesus.
This is really
This
hard.
is tough as heck, dude. I'm gonna have no hair on my arms. Are we doing all the same
7
spots?
Matzer Sallies, 8 French horns.
And a Lila and a Hayden in the pear tree. Guys, I really thought. I'm sorry. I
thought I was gonna be.
You know,
able to do
I made a
this.
dumb friggin' mistake. I overlapped 2 of them,
Oh,
so now I'm gonna
no.
have to pull off like 2 at the same
No,
time.
I
think.
get to pull them off.
Oh,
That's how this
damn,
works.
right? Yeah, true. There has to be some reward. Okay, I think that was like, oh crap.
This is like my hands are sticky now. You know,
Yeah.
like I've never played with this stuff before. I didn't really know what I was expecting.
Yeah, I didn't really know either. Well, what's cool too though is like they're like double strips kind of. You know, there's like what 12 advertised in there, but they split up into 2.
Yeah, I think they split up into more than that. All right, are we done with this?
We could try again if you
wanna
want.
try one
but
more time? I've got 4.
Holy crap!
on
I
my
have 2, and
arm.
I know I've messed up more than that, so I'm just gonna put another one on
Yeah.
for the vine and for just because
Look at
integrity.
This is gonna be so painful.
How long do you
man.
think this is gonna take to grow back? I gotta talk into the mic. Jeez.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of worried. I got a presentation today. I'm gonna be up there with just a red arm.
It's gonna be glistening, and people's
Yeah.
eyes are gonna be blind.
Like,
had
I'm
a
literally gonna be more aerodynamic. I'm gonna go to point on the board, and my arm's just gonna be like. Whoosh.
I thought. Oh no, I thought. I had a friend in like all the way through elementary school. Great friend of mine. First was a bully, beat the crap out of me a few times, and then she became one of my best friends. She shaved off both of her eyebrows, and she already had like very light, thin hair, and for like 3-4 years after that, they didn't grow back. And this was in like, it's like the 3rd, 4th grade, and then we were in like 7th, 8th grade, and they were just starting to, you know, like halfway
Yeah.
to the side of her face grown in. Yeah, it was pretty terrible, man.
Well, I remember that was like a thing in grade 12 where like guys would say notch, right? So like if you said you were going to do something, someone would say notch, and then if you didn't do it, they'd cut a notch into your eyebrow.
Yeah, and it looked
And
so
all the teachers
stupid.
thought it was some sort of gang sign.
Yeah.
Um,
Beacon Hill,
It's
Ivy
just
League school.
funny because
gang
it's like a
signs.
super academic school, and
Yeah.
they're like idiots carving their eyebrows up.
Fun fact, though, I will say this. Did you know that Colonel By used to be or not Colonel By the school specifically, but the neighborhood, like Beacon Hill, used to be much more violent in terms of like the teenagers and people that went to school there and high school
Really?
kids? Oh, yeah, dude. My parents, for those of you that don't know, met at the same high school that Aiden and I went to. Did you know that?
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah.
But they grew up in the same area, kind of. So my dad would always tell me like stories of when he was younger, when his older brother was in that neighborhood. It's kind of when it was at its worst point. But he just told me like in terms of gang violence, I guess more so groups of kids would really go at each other on the streets, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but now you look at Beacon Hill and it's like one of the nicest, safest,
Well,
kindest neighborhoods.
Depends on
ever.
like where you are, right? Because right next to the school there was those apartment complexes that were a little bit rough.
Yeah.
And then up the
Yeah.
hill there was that kind of like low income area, you know.
Yeah, the Lassiter.
But then like right across the street you'd have like these huge mansions with like Bentleys parked out front. Like it was bizarre.
Weird. Yeah. You get a lot of that in Toronto too, I find.
Yeah. Like my area, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Toronto.
Well, your area is so, excuse me, unique because you're right on Dundas
Yeah.
West,
Yeah.
or sorry, East. And you cross over like you're right in the division part of like the skyscraper buildings and then tiny, tiny little townhouses and project areas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're right in the heat of it.
All right, are we ready to try this again?
Yeah, we're doing it again. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go for one more. Take it slow. Let's see if we can do it.
Can you play at half speed
Yeah.
on that app?
Does it have to be on this app? What do you mean?
Can you play at half speed on that app?
Oh,
No,
I don't think so. No,
That's okay.
transitions and search settings. No, I don't think
Okay.
so. Okay. Here we go.
Day of Christmas, my true love gave to me one comment from Carly.
On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a pair of headphones and a comment from Carly.
On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a Nintendo Switch Pro controller, a pair of headphones, and one comment from Carly.
On the fourth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a punch buggy. Aw, damn it. Comment from Carly, a Nintendo Switch,
Headphones.
and a pair of headphones. That's a strip for me. Keep going.
On the fifth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a 5-pack abs, a
buggy.
punch buggy, headphones, Nintendo Switch, and a comment from Carly.
On the sixth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a wax strip, a pair of headphones, and a comment from Carly. And I don't know, man. I got so much wax on my friggin' arm, dude.
Just scrap this
Oh
idea,
my
man.
God,
Just
yeah.
can this.
Yeah.
No, I'm done.
I don't know. Maybe it's the morning.
I think it's trying to the combination trying to come up with something and
Yeah,
remember what happened.
yeah.
You know? Because
What-
like while you're saying your thing, I'm thinking of like what I'm gonna say next.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. And then I think of something and I have something like to say new,
Yeah.
and then I can't remember one.
Yeah.
Or apparently friggin' four. Like,
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm at like 4 wax strips. What are you at?
I'm at 4. Should I put another one on?
We could do 5 each. Like I think
Yeah.
we equally did shirt.
Yeah.
If you wanna.
This is like this whole pack of wax strips, man.
Yeah, this is bad.
At least we're not putting them on like our eyebrows.
Frig, dude.
Oh, this arm is more.
I swear to
hairy,
God,
I
we
think.
better get some. We better get some views
Better get
for
some
this.
views.
Yeah, I apologize, everybody. My audio craftsmanship, I guess, has been not on the ball today. Sorry about that.
All right, how do you want to do this? You want to just like reach across the table?
Like, do you want me to come over to you and then you come over to me?
I think we could like take
Yeah.
turns, you know.
But what
Like,
if, because you have to
I'll
do
cut
it
to
at
the-
you have to do it at a good angle, or else you'll mess each other up.
I don't know, man. Like I think if I just do this,
Oh yeah,
You know?
true. Okay,
you
but
can like because I can cut to
'cause
the wide cameras. Like look over there. See?
I'm horizontal. Your, I'd say, would be vertically placed.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. So I go like that. Yeah, but that's fine. Let's do it.
Let's do that.
Mhm.
All right.
Do you want to go one first?
Here, you rip me off first, okay?
All right. Okay. Band-Aid. 3, 2. Happy Christmas.
Ugh,
that
that-
really didn't.
That wasn't actually that bad.
But that
Wow.
looks bad.
Really?
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God!
Looks
like
like a
that
f-
is.
oh.
I don't think people can see that. I am completely hairless.
Oh, jeez. Let's see. Wow, that actually worked.
It actually
eh?
worked really well. Maybe put it in the
Yeah.
them in the bag there.
Yeah. This is our garbage. Ew.
All right, your turn. Come on.
Okay.
All right.
Holy.
Wow, there's no hair there. Oh man,
Dude, that is bald. What the frig? Let me see that. Ew.
Oh.
Ew, man. You know what's so funny though? The first thing that I noticed with our hair, how light yours is compared to mine.
Yeah.
I'm like the dark horse. Aiden's the freaking
I'm
gold
pale.
monkey. Yeah.
But like, it's not nearly as painful as I thought it was gonna be. I thought this was gonna be like
No.
really bad.
I think, let's say this. I think if we were to do anything close to armpit, if we
Yeah.
were to do even facial hair, if we were to do inner thigh or lower back. Not to note that like we'd
Yeah.
have some freaking crazy hair there, but there are, you know, the little fluffies.
Yeah.
And that I feel like
little
would hurt.
Irish wispies.
Yeah, the Irish wispies, you know, keeping you warm. But
Yeah.
I feel like that would hurt like a mother.
Yeah.
All right, come here, big boy.
All right.
Let me see.
Let's see.
We should add like a element to this and say the biggest regret that we have after each one. Ready? 1, 2.
I feel like you almost got to do it slower for it to be more painful.
Should we do it slower?
I don't know.
Okay, here, I'll be the
There's
test
like
for
yellow
that.
residue all over my arm.
Yeah,
now.
yeah, here, try.
This is gross.
Here. You know what I'm surprised of? I thought that if anybody caught an eye of this,
Yeah.
like, there'd definitely be a crowd. That one didn't take as much hair, but that hurt more.
I'm just looking out the window and see if anybody's like staring at
Yeah.
us.
All right, come
This is
here.
a little bit of a bizarre thing to come across.
Oh, that's all right. Ready? Yeah, you got to pull them faster, or else the glue
Yeah,
stays.
nothing came.
Yeah. Here, wait. Try again, because I know I've seen Liz do this, where you put it on like just to get it, like.
Oh, that actually hurt.
Yeah, you get that.
Yeah.
That got hair though.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
This is really gross.
Yeah, this
This
is.
is really gross. I thought this was just gonna be painful. It's more
It's more gross than painful. Now we're just. Looks like we got our hands in the honey pot.
Yeah.
Pull it fast. See, the first one pulled off the most hair. Now the other two haven't really done anything. All right, come here.
All right.
We're waxing each other right now.
Ah, that one hurt. Oh,
Sorry.
that one
Yeah,
was so clear.
That was a good one,
Oh,
man.
there's nothing left there,
That was
man.
a good one. Check it out.
Oh, why did I
at
suggest
that.
we do this?
Oh, because we wanted to give the fans something to laugh at, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Is it me?
How many do you have left?
I have 2 left.
I have one left.
Okay, yeah. Give me that. Give me that smoke. Okay. Clean, nice and fast. Damn it. I'm saying damn it like I wanted to rip all the hair off.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
One
last
more
one
each.
for me.
Yeah, last one. This one's gonna be good. That was so clean.
That
I keep
actually hurt.
looking at them like they're a friggin' specimen or something. All right, here you go. Last one. Make it count. That was better than the last. Than the last couple. Okay, we done with the wax?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'll
want to
just-
be done with the
Do you want to
wax.
just toss these?
Yeah.
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 Here.
That was painful. That was not enjoyable.
Oh, do you have any more strips? No.
I threw them out already.
Oh, okay. Wow. Now my arm just feels. Now I just feel weird.
Right? Like my
Yeah.
arm, like I can feel sticky. I feel like I spilt syrup on it, which I do from time to time.
Yeah.
Uh,
Do you like syrup? Wait, that was a silly way of asking that question. Excuse me. Do you like real syrup or that Aunt Jemima crap?
You know what?
I should've
Either
said
way
crap.
I see it, it's sugary liquid.
Yes.
You know? So I really do like maple syrup. You know, my family makes it. You know, any Canadian likes maple syrup. But if you're just having some frozen Eggos and you're a broke student,
Yes.
you can pay, what, like $15 for maple syrup or $2 for Aunt Jemima.
True.
Like either way, it's gonna give you that sugar rush. Either way, it's gonna make your Eggos all sticky. You know, like
Yeah. I was kind of spoiled, I guess, when I was younger with maple syrup because we'd always go. Our neighbor in the country, when you say neighbor, that could mean they live like 3 kilometers away from you down the road. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So our neighbor, Willard, he had Clydesdales, a lot of them. And what he would do every winter was he'd do like communal sleigh rides because he had a sugar shack that he'd make maple syrup at, hot chocolate, all this nice, beautiful Hunting cozy shack. And we'd bring all of the, like, you know, a lot of these kids, like the Colonel By kids, like the Lasts and the Cummins and all, you know, all these people from Beacon Hill. And we'd bring them out to the country and we'd take them on these sleigh rides out in the woods, like super snowy. It was beautiful, man. Stop at sugar shacks, but kids would be like hanging on the back of the, you know, of the sleigh, you know, like friggin' piling up snow in their snowsuits. It was just a fun time, man.
oh yeah,
Yeah, but I was spoiled to say because the syrup that this guy made was like liquid gold. You could sell that at freaking carrot price. You know what I mean, man? Like
Yeah.
it was such good stuff. Really, really good.
My dad's stuff's good, but I don't think he boils it long enough because it's always really liquidy.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And my grandpa makes choke cherry syrup. So he tries to make choke cherry jam, but it doesn't gelate sometimes.
Yeah.
So it just ends up being syrup.
Syrup, yeah.
And it's good. Like, I like it. Like, considering how bitter and gross choke cherries on their own are, like, you can't eat them. You
Yeah.
know? But I think they're pretty much the only fruit that grows in Saskatchewan, you know?
I think
Like,
I remember-
realistically.
Yeah. Saskatchewan's a friggin'... Is it actually one of the only fruits that grows? Northern
I think
Saskatchewan,
so,
right?
yeah,
Damn,
yeah.
man. That's
Because
crazy.
there's just, like, trees around, bushes
Yeah.
where they get them, right?
Yeah, not a lot of like fruit for vegetation. Do
Do you want to... I was going to say, do you want to talk about our Christmas traditions?
Yeah, I would love
Yeah?
to. Differences between like Christmas traditions in two different facets, like how they were when we weren't on the farm, how they were when we were on the farm, and how they've changed, like, because
Okay.
we're adults almost now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess, like, it used to be, like, a way bigger deal, you know, when you were,
Yeah.
like, a little kid. Like, since we moved to the farm, I think we put up Christmas lights one year,
Yeah.
and it was just my little brother that did it, and he did it in the tree in the front yard. Like, they didn't even go up on the house, you
Yeah.
know? But he spent, like, 2 months doing that, you know, because he's, you know, Graham, and that's just what he does.
Yeah.
But I don't know. How about you?
Like, for years on the farm, it was. I think and I think you could attest to this too, but I think it's different also because you moved there in terms of like around like the beginning of high school where I
Yeah.
moved back, you know. But
Kind of,
as-
like, inverted.
yeah,
you know?
but as as like a younger kid spending a lot of adolescence at the farm, like 13 years or whatever, like the environment and the outdoors really influenced the kind of spirit of Christmas in my house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we were very inclined in terms of like doing the classics like snowmen and snowball fights and King of the Hill on the giant mounds of snow that my dad would tractor. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like the farm really put an emphasis on like outdoor classic Christmas. And we lived in a log cabin. It was a house, but it was all made out of wood. The interior was complete wood.
Oh, crap. Okay. I
Yeah,
didn't know
man.
that.
It was complete wood. And we had a furnace, but it was mainly fire heat.
That's
yeah.
us, too.
Yeah. And just, you know, those elements, man, like they really contribute to what you think in your head a true white Christmas is. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? White is in snow. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I guess, you know, our place is also heated by wood, but it's just because my dad's too cheap to pay for propane.
Yeah. Hey, cheaply intelligent, as my father would always say.
Yeah, it's a Scottish cheap gene that I also have. So,
Scotland.
but like, you know, like the propane, like we do have a furnace or whatever, but it's heated primarily by fire.
Like you do have a propane that your dad would use in a situation.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Yeah,
it's
and
just
that
like,
was kind of the same
the
with
wood
us.
is like the main source in the winter though,
Yeah.
because it's so much cheaper.
If you can't
know?
chop the amount of wood you need for winter, you're not a good farmer.
Yeah, well, I think we normally buy it. Like we buy it like
In bulk,
pre-cut because it's
yeah.
like cheap for them to just drive their dump truck and like dump it in our front yard.
We would always buy our hay for the horses.
Oh, okay.
Now, something my dad always wanted to get into, like, you know, like weeding the actual fields, because we had a lot of acres, man.
Yeah.
We had at least like 40 acres of field and then like 40 more acres of bush. But it was just to actually like rip up your earth like that and, you know, like create it for vegetation and for farming. It's really friggin' hard. It can take multiple seasons and years to actually get your ground ready for a good crop. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for
It
sure.
can take a long, long time. So we just never really got into it. So we'd always buy our bales. Yeah.
You have any Christmas traditions that you guys do?
Yeah, like, so every year we do, because I think I've talked about this before. My dad's, like, my immediate, like, first cousins and all that live in BC, and my second cousins and my secondaries of the family on my dad's side live in Ottawa and Killaloe and all that, you know, in the valley and stuff. So I see them way more often than I see my first relatives, I guess you could say, in BC. But what we do usually every year when I was younger was we'd go to Uncle Kirk's big house, you know, and the entire family would be there. And looking back on it now, like it would always smell like, you know, that light smell of darts and a little bit of booze, you know. But it
Yeah.
was a big, beautiful house, man. But just having the entire family in one spot, like everybody, really, I think is like a definition of like a traditional Christmas for me. Yeah, that was like probably one of the biggest things. But in terms of like games, Get drunk, fall asleep. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, for us, I guess it was always watching National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation,
Oh yeah, man. Yeah.
Charlie Brown Christmas, like all those like Christmas movies. Like, I think that's really what set it up. Decorating the tree, that sort of
Yeah.
traditional thing. You'd always put out a cookie for Santa and carrots for the reindeer.
Yeah.
And,
I didn't really like say that, but yeah, like we used to do. My dad would make these like goodie bags with like sugar, carrots, and like oats and crap, and we'd
Yeah.
like throw it on the roof, and we months later it'd be this blue sugary shimmer coming down the roof. And,
Ew.
yeah, man.
But
But
just
yeah,
because sorry, little kids, but I'm just like, did Dad go out there and eat the carrots off the ground?
right, yeah, because
there was always, like,
they'd
carrot
be
stubs,
gnawed, and
know?
yeah. Cookies, you've said this, like for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, like that's easy to do, but going up on the roof,
Or were we just like relying on a rabbit coming by? You know?
maybe a raccoon or something.
Yeah.
We at the house one time, the big house that Uncle Kirk had, all of like the older cousins for the little kids. When I was little, one time we were all sleeping in one big room, and all the adults went on top of the roof and made us like they with their feet stomped, making it sound like reindeer had landed on the roof,
yeah?
and that was really cool, man. That was like one of the that was one of the most like magical moments to me as a kid, thinking
Also
that.
dangerous.
Yeah, dangerous as hell, because they weren't like stomping on the roof, but they just kind of made like a,
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
Still, like, I feel like you could get like a snow slide, and
Oh,
you just
yeah.
come plummeting.
That'd be
Isn't that
bad.
how the Santa Claus started with that guy from
Yeah.
that handyman show?
You know what's funny? Santa Claus 2, I would say confidently that's the most popular of the three I think there are.
Really?
Yeah, the Santa Claus 2 is like a classic bop. Out of like all like if you ask people what are your top 5 Christmas movies, Santa Claus 2 is before Santa Claus 1 and 3. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like
I've-
Santa Claus 2 is like the one.
I don't remember the plot to that one. I remember
To
Santa
Santa Claus-
Claus 1
Oh, okay. So Santa Claus 1, guy falls off the roof,
becomes Santa.
becomes Santa because he puts on the jacket.
Tim Allen.
Yes,
That's
Tim
his
Allen.
name.
Second one, Tim Allen has to get married because there's a second clause in the Santa Claus like job description.
Oh, okay.
He has to get married, and then they create a toy clone of him, life size, and he takes over and tries to give everybody cool. I don't know. It's funny as heck. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Is
That's a
another
good one.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bad Christmas movies though. Like, have you seen Christmas with the Cranks?
Yeah.
That
You don't
was
like that?
atrocious. It made no sense.
Okay.
It was so frustrating because, like, my thing is just like, why wouldn't you just say we're going on a cruise for Christmas?
Yeah.
Instead of saying we cancel Christmas, we're going on a cruise.
Yeah.
No, you're going on a cruise
They
for
shoot
Christmas.
themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
Now that I gotta say
But
one
also,
thing.
like, the cultist town that is like, you're not celebrating Christmas.
Yeah.
Like who cares?
We want Frosty. They're like
Yeah.
outside friggin' cheering
The
for
homeowners
Frosty.
association
Give
or
me
whatever.
your friggin' plastic. Your plastic casing.
Tim Allen and Dan Aykroyd are absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Like Tim Allen,
Like mentally insane.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Like if you told me he was a Scientologist, I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah.
But Dan Aykroyd now talks about like crystal skulls and like sells his, crystal skull vodka,
Yeah.
like the vodka that
Yeah,
comes
yeah,
in like a skull.
Yeah.
He sells that. That's his vodka.
Dude, that
he
stuff's
owns the
So
company.
expensive. So expensive.
But he talks about how it's like diamond filtered and how it's like the spirits of the Mayans with like the crystal heads and how the world was going to end in 2012, but it didn't because of his crystal skull vodka.
You know why that's funny too? Because I wasn't around like 2012-ish when the last Indiana Jones came out with Crystal Skull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 2009,
Playing on that.
2010, something like
2012, that movie came out, and that was scared the crap out of everybody.
that. Oh, yeah.
Do you think, this is something that I'm actually curious about, do you think stuff like that in terms of like Y2K, the people believing the world's going to end taking preemptive measures into their own hands because of something that they believe not based on science is true? That's going to happen. Do you think those kind of trends are going to fall out of the decades, like from years coming, just because we're so, in terms of communication, we're so in tune?
We're not in tune.
Getting more in tune, though. Getting more in tune.
See,
Would you disagree?
the problem is that because of the internet, right? Like, let's say like before the internet, okay? Like, I think vaccines cause autism. Everyone around you is just like, shut up, you idiot. So you go and you get your kid vaccinated. But now you can find people that also believe that on the internet. So it brings those
True.
communities where if, out of 500 people in real life, there's one person that doesn't believe in vaccines or whatever. Everyone else just tells her to shut up, social pressure, she gets her kids vaccinated, right?
Yeah.
But now those people have access to the other 1 in 500. you know, like
Banding
everywhere else,
together.
so they can band together
Common
and
idea.
like communicate and reinforce their ideas.
So it doesn't enhance communication. It almost enhances barriers in a way, like
It's
like
just-
grouping
it's-
people together.
Yeah, it's grouping people together that have common values or common ideas, which in theory is amazing, and in a lot of ways it's a beautiful idea.
Depending on the idea.
But it depends on the idea, right? Because then you get, you know, these Facebook groups of these anti-vax moms or
yeah.
these other crazy people.
My little cousin Robbie has Asperger's syndrome, and he's a genius, mathematically a genius. When he was in the 6th grade, he could do basic calculations, but to the extent and the amount of numbers that a calculator could not. His mom would type on the computer equations, ask it to him, tell him, and then he'd answer it perfectly, while she would have to take a couple minutes to put it into the computer. This happened because when he was little, he was completely fine, and then got all of his vaccines at once. Boom, 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 in the same spot. And then a couple months later was diagnosed with autism.
Yeah, but he was already autistic.
No. When he was, I know this sounds stupid as hell. You can ask me, you can talk to my aunt about this, who is the mom. When he was born, he showed some signs of like some mental hindrance.
Okay.
It wasn't defined. They didn't think it was Asperger's at all. There was no physical tell. There was no actual physical representation of him having it. But after they gave him his vaccines, months and months passed, and developed. I really hope I'm using the right difference here in terms of illness.
But it can take a while to show up too, right? Because it's kind of like you develop your social skills over time.
Right.
So if you're, you know, if no one's social skills if you're like 3 or 4 and everyone's social skills are like poorly developed, and then when you get to like 5 or 6 and you're behind, then you like start to notice it, you know?
And that's not me saying like, oh, I'm not like 100% like in the friggin' mindset that the vaccines is what made him this way at all. I think that there could be a correlation, or it's just a coincidence in time. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But yeah, it's crazy, man. What are you thinking about it, vaccinating your kids?
Oh, I absolutely
hands
gonna do
down.
it,
Yeah,
right?
hands
'Cause
down.
You're gonna, first of all, like, you're saving their lives, right?
Mhm.
Second of all, you're helping prevent the spread of the disease to kids that have, you know, immunodeficiency problems and can't be
Yes.
vaccinated in the first place.
That's
you know?
something that a lot of parents never talk about, is the effect that it has. They're in a community. The kids are with other kids, man.
Because it's the whole herd immunization idea, right? So if 95% of the population is vaccinated, the disease can't effectively spread because there's no carriers for the disease between unvaccinated kids. So if you're like have a medical reason why you cannot be vaccinated, other than, you know, anti-vax mom, which is not a valid reason in this case, then you're going to be for the most part okay, right? And that's like this whole herd immunization idea relies on that idea. But second of all, even if it does cause autism, I'd rather my kid be alive than autistic.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Or like I'd rather my kid be like autistic than dead. Is a better way to put it. You know, like Liz says I love that one, and I think she's talking about a Christmas movie we were talking about. And if it's Christmas with the Cranks,
say, that's why I had my hand up like this, because let me just say, that is Liz's like all-time #1 favorite.
Christmas with the Cranks.
Yeah, you just crapped all over her childhood.
Oh man, Liz, you gotta watch the JonTron Christmas with the Cranks coverage. That was funny. He makes fun of it so bad.
I just found that so funny because that's her absolute #1 favorite. But I've told her about this. I do think there's some like plot holes in it.
Oh, it's just plot holes.
Yeah,
It's
but I wasn't a
plot
huge
holes
fan
in
of the movie at first, and then I watched with her a few times, and I was like, okay, it's pretty good. Like I do think it's funny, but there are many plot holes in it. The cultish neighborhood. You know what I mean?
It's the same with that other Christmas movie where Danny DeVito and I think it's the guy from Ferris Bueller live across from each other, and Danny DeVito moves in and he like ones up his like Christmas lights display.
Really, dude, that actually sounds. Is that bad?
It was bad. I didn't like it.
Damn,
But
dude.
Okay, we have 30 seconds left, so let's start winding down.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
See, time's moving by so
we
fast
spent
now.
too much time talking about anti-vax moms on a Christmas episode.
Yeah, that's true.
But shout out Carly,
Oh man.
either Uncle Don or Papa Don. I can't tell from over here. It just says Donald Bell.
Yeah.
Liz, everyone that commented in the chat. Matt Cercelli for sending me that poop link.
Everybody,
Nolan, Mom, Dad.
Yes. To all the families and all the friends, have a fantastic Christmas holiday. We'll see you back. We'll give you an update video. Good day, everybody.